I'm just going to do a little video on a little project that I'm trying out. I had seen this idea at a craft show this weekend. I'm not too crazy about the look of this one, but this is like a template. This is going to be like a hot plate, a trivet type thing. And the ones I saw at the craft show were very basic, quick and easy to make. And so what I've done is 4 squares, 2.5-inch squares that I've made for the center, and a 2.5-inch border around this. So you've got a 4-inch square in the middle, and it should be like an 8.5-inch total square. I've cut out 2 pieces of this is leftover batting that I've had, and because it's a hot plate, I didn't think that 1 would be enough, so I've cut out 2. But I don't think it's too fluffy that it will matter if you put a plate on it or a dish. Had some leftover flannel from prior quilts, and so I'm going to back it with this piece of flannel, and I'm going to try something different. I'll let you know how it works out. I'm going to try sewing it right sides together, so I don't have to do a binding necessarily on this. I'm going to do right sides together. Actually, I had to just cut it to the right size, but anyway, and I'm going to sew 3 edges, turn it right side out, and try to hand sew or else machine stitch along the edge, the bottom edge. I might try to quilt just around that inner square to hold everything together, and let's see how that works. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've sewn 1/4 inch seam around 3 edges of this, trimmed off my corners, and now I'm going to turn it right side out. Okay, I can see a little problem with this design. Here it is right side out, but in order to sew this bottom edge, say machine stitch it, it has 2 layers of batting in here, plus the top and the bottom. And I'm not going to be able to fold this in and fold that in and sew it. So I think what needs to happen, and this is like a prototype, this is just figuring this out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the batting down about 1/4 inch so I can fold this piece and the back piece on top of it. Fold it in, and then I should be able to do a row of stitching across the top. So I'm going to try that and see if that works. Otherwise, the rest of it seems good. I like it. And I'll trim that batting and see if that works. Okay, now the other tricky part is folding in this edge here so that when the front and the back edge is folded in, that one isn't quite flat yet, but when I sew it, hopefully I can get it to lay flat and then just put one little edge of stitching along the bottom. So I'm going to work on folding in this other corner. So I guess what I would need to do is make one end with this border just a little bit longer, so I've got a little bit of room to fold this over the batting. So that's what I'll do for my next one. Okay, this isn't too bad. Didn't quite get that edge in completely, that corner. But I know what I need to do next time, and that is make one edge longer so that I do have enough room to fold in. And because the batting was way down in this corner, it made it a little bit more challenging to try to fold in these. But I think this should work. Putting a hot iron on here, I was trying to see if it got hot through to the back, and it was a little warm. I'm told they actually make like a batting for making hot plates, for pot holders, that actually has like an aluminum, it's sandwiched in between like aluminum, so that it actually will, the heat will not go through to the back. So I'm going to find out if my local quilt shop here has any of that. If not, there's one a few miles down the road that I'm told has it. So that could make some pretty cool hot plates. My other idea is to do a Seminole patchwork for the center. I think that would be kind of cool. So I might try that next, get out my Seminole patchwork book and try some patterns, and that will be a lot of fun. So there's one hot plate, sort of, and that could be kind of fun. So we'll see where we go from here. Thanks for watching.